going, YouTube? Today I'm going to do a little video about my Super MTA and the hydraulics on them. I just wanted to do a little video here and kind of explain how they're set up, because when I was first getting mine going, I didn't have a lot of information to go off of, and it was just kind of confusing. So I thought I'd put a video out there to clear it up a little bit and show you how it goes. Okay, so starting things off here, we've got the hydraulic pump. Now, this is pretty basic setup here. This is where it mounts to the front cover, and also where it's driven on this side. And then you've got your inlet and your outlet, and a couple O-rings here that seat, and then 3 screws where the block mounts with your hydraulic hoses. Back here, this is where your distributors run off of. And on the very top, up here, is where you would fill it. Now there's a screw you take off here, there should be a spring, and then a little ball. You'll need something to fish it out, like a magnet, to take that ball out, and then you can fill it here. Okay, so starting at the front of the tractor, we have your hydraulic pump. Now this is a different one I just showed you, because this is the new one I had to put in. At the top here you can see you've got your plug, where you can fill it and, you know, kind of get it bled and primed. Under there, again, there's a spring and then a little ball. And then there's a block here that connects your hydraulic hoses to the actual pump. The one on the left here is the 1-inch line from the reservoir. And this 3/4 inch line here is your pressure line. Now following them back by your oil filter here, there's typically a little bent rod like this here that just keeps them nice and tight. Following them up here to the Christmas tree valve. Now I had to make a little plate to make this fitting. I had to TIG weld a little fitting on there and line up my holes, drill and cut this plate, and that's all just to hold this Christmas tree. And also to hold the Christmas tree, kind of by one of your gas tank mounts, I just made a little plate there to help keep it secure, like that. But anyways, this 1-inch line comes from your reservoir, bends up here like so, comes to the T, and continues onto your pump. So that's a simple spot. And then your pump takes it to the pressure line, comes up to the top of this T here. Now, this little extension probably could be shorter, but I haven't really ran any problems with this one being longer. That goes right in your Christmas tree. Now I've got 2 1/2-inch hoses here that run straight to these Pioneer couplers in the back. And as you can see, your Christmas tree rod runs up to that light bracket there, and it moves forward and backwards. Otherwise, when this is in the center position, it'll divert and flow right back into the reservoir. Now, if you want this to actually pump, first you have to go to your lift-all lever, this bottom one here, and pull it back. A lot of people will lock it in like that there. And then you're actually ready to use your hydraulics by either pulling forward or backwards, depending on which lines you have plugged in. And then back here, I simply got it routed around to the back like so. I made kind of a wimpy little holder for the hoses. I might switch that, but I kind of like that it pivots. Just need to paint it. And then up top here, where that rod connects, I made just another little bracket. And I suppose you could shave this little thing off if you needed to, but see how that'll pull and push. But yeah, that's pretty much it. trying to give you guys all the views that would kind of show you what's going on. The real bugger about this here is that these lines have to be nearly perfect to look nice and clear when you take a measurement on them and have your hydraulic hose guy make them. But that's pretty much how I got mine set up, and it's been working good for me. Obviously these pumps don't put out a whole lot of pressure, but for lifting up a hay bine or a rake, it'll do that all day long. Well, to close up this video, I just want to give you guys a couple final thoughts and kind of pointers about putting two-way hydraulics on your MTA or similar tractor like a Super M. First off, it is going to be kind of expensive. I had to have 4 hydraulic hoses made, had to go buy 2 more half-inch lines, couplers, the Christmas tree valve, a pump, and then all the mounting bracketry. And just aside from being expensive, it is going to take a bit of time to source like the Christmas tree, because it took me probably nearly a year to find one that worked and worked well that was near me. And then making all your brackets, measuring the lines, and if you have to fiddle with the pump, you got to take your distributor off, retime the tractor, and it isn't as easy as just bolting it on. I just wanted to, I guess, say that. It's definitely not that bad, but just go into it with an open mind, I guess. And I hope I gave you some good pointers. If there was anything I skipped over or maybe said incorrectly, let me know and I can straighten it out in the comments. Thanks.